Hey everyone, it's me, Goku! Don't forget to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming. Here, you'll find the latest Dragon Ball news and content. Also, don't forget to like the video and follow Unreal on both Instagram and Twitter.
Kakarot! You, Kakarot, you will be the first to turn on notifications. And give this video a like right now, or else I'll destroy you!
There's no doubt he really does have a lot of latent power. For a kid, he's pretty good. I guess he hasn't been slacking off during all this peace. I can tell you've improved, but it wasn't enough to beat me. Pitiful. This is Super Saiyan Blue. Remember it well. The real fun starts now.
As our story opens up on Kame's lookout with Vegeta being shown having to meet up with Cabba, it would only now appear as though Vegeta is seemingly looking to enter the hyperbolic time chamber with Cabba. As with Cabba now seemingly having to put this into question, Cabba from there went on to ask, hey, Master Vegeta? I'm honored to have traveled into the 7th universe with you, but where exactly are we going? I've never seen a place like this before, so are we going to be training outside, or are we... Enough! You will find out once we go inside, Vegeta responds. It's become painfully clear to me that since none of you in the 6th have the ability to access God Ki through your training, you will take the lead and teach them as I teach you once we begin our training inside, he says. God Ki? You mean those red and blue transformations that you and Goku used during the tournaments, right? And so, how exactly do you think I'll be able to achieve the same thing, Cabba asks. Since the tournament, the farthest we were able to go was Super Saiyan 3, and, well, nothing since then. And why me, Master? You seem very sure that I'll be the one to reach this, but don't you think that Kale or Caulifla would be better candidates? The reason I picked you and not them, Vegeta says, was because unlike the girls, you can actually keep a level-headed mindset, whereas they are too unpredictable and wild to pay attention. It will be you who teaches them once your training is complete. As a Saiyan, I cannot accept your people getting comfortable with where they are, Vegeta says, so you will help them. With all that's out there, how could you be sure that you'd stand ready to protect your people with limited power like Super Saiyan 3? You can never get too comfortable with the idea of being the strongest unless you are prepared for anything. I won't go easy on you, Vegeta says. I will fight you as though I am fighting to kill you. Do you understand? Are you ready? Yes, I am, Cabba says. I understand the challenge that lies before me, and I won't let you down, Master. Good. In here, Vegeta says, step through. This will be our training chamber for the time being. Here you will experience things that you have never experienced before, he says. Use it to guide you into achieving this god power, Vegeta continues. Popo, Dende, make sure that idiot Kakarot doesn't barge in, Vegeta says. Lock the door until we make our way out, understand? And I also want you to increase our time inside by a few days if you could. So it'll be a year and some change. Don't trap us in there forever. I just want a few extra days in there with him. As Dende went on to respond, right, will do, but don't go too hard on him in there, Vegeta. He's just a kid, so he may not be ready. Oh, don't you worry about that, Vegeta responds. He's ready. In which the very moment we then see how Cabba was shown inside the time chamber and having to stare out into the void, Cabba from there went went on to comment, what is this place? There's nothing here. It's just empty, yet I feel as though there is so much out there. The air feels different and my body feels tense, yet calm at the same time. I've never seen anything like this before, Master Vegeta. So this is the Room of Spirit and Time, is it? I've got to see if we have one of these in Universe 6. So, how do we do this? Do we just step forward and go? Or, oh, this is strange. That's right, now follow me and remember what I told you. Holding nothing back, Vegeta says. Yes, sir. Okay, got it. So, do we just begin? As in, like, now? The moment you step forward is the very second I will begin to attack you, so you better be ready, Vegeta says. If you listen to everything I tell you and follow my every instruction, then I have no doubt that by the end of the day, you will become a Super Saiyan God, Cabba. In which a little later on, as we only then see how Goku was also making his way onto Kame's lookout, Goku went on to comment, I knew he'd come here, but what I don't understand is why he'd come here without telling me, that sneaky Vegeta. What's he up to? Yo, hey there, Dende. What's up, Mr. Popo? Sorry to swoop in out of the blue like that, with Dende responding, hey Goku, long time no see. Oh, let me guess, you sensed Vegeta coming to train here, right? Yeah, how did you know I was here for that, Goku asks. I felt another power with him, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just imagining things. Well, because Vegeta already warned us about you coming and told us that he wanted to make sure that you didn't get in the way of his training while he was inside, Dende says. Sorry, Goku. Well, that's odd. Well, who's he training with in there, Goku asks. It didn't feel like the boys or Lord Beerus, with Mr. Popo responding, well, actually, Goku, Vegeta is currently training that young Saiyan from Universe 6, Cabba, into helping him reach new levels of power. Wait, Vegeta's training Cabba in there? I wonder why. Well, he did always like him, and of course, Cabba looked up to him after all, but why didn't he tell me? I would have loved to train with those girls, Kale and Caulifla, then, since he'd be training with Cabba. He's so selfish. As all the while in the meantime, as we only then see how both Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Cabba were locked in a very intense battle, it was only from there during the course of their engagement where Vegeta went on to shout, that's the way, but push harder, boy! You certainly don't think your Super Saiyan 3 will outlast my Super Saiyan God now, do you? Push back and fight harder or be destroyed, with Cabba responding, I'm trying to do the best that I can, Master Vegeta. How did you get so strong since the tournament like this? It's amazing. It doesn't matter what I did, Vegeta responds, because what truly matters is if you have what it takes to reach down deep within yourself to awaken the power that you have slumbering inside. I will not tolerate failure, especially if this undependable Super Saiyan 3 form is the best that you can do. You will either ascend or be destroyed. As the very second Vegeta was then shown avoiding Cabba's punch by then being shown punching him in the stomach, with Cabba now shown in absolute pain, Vegeta from there went on to continue, I know you feel it coursing within you. Now draw it out or you will die. Master Vegeta, I can't. You can, Vegeta responds. You just choose not to see it, but I can see it. And until you evolve beyond this stamina draining level, then the pain will only get worse. Do you want your entire planet, along with your universe, to potentially be erased again if a greater threat emerges from the darkness? How will you possibly defend yourself then, Vegeta asks. To where as Cabba was shown trying to do his best in stabilizing himself, that's when Cabba went on to respond, by remembering who I am, Master, and by fighting for those who cannot possibly fight for them. But then, before Cabba could even finish, Vegeta was from there shown immediately dashing towards Cabba by telling him, wrong again, boy! It's not about fighting for those who can't fight for themselves. It's about fighting to defend your honor and the title that you and your people uphold. You're so fast. How are you doing this? If you don't reach down deep and evolve beyond these limits that you are displaying, then you can kiss everything you've ever possibly known goodbye. Master, I won't fail, Cabba says. I can't fail. I've come so very far just to lose now. I made a promise to myself and I intend to keep it no matter the cost, Master. Ah, good. And here I thought you were finished with nothing left to offer, Vegeta responds. Maybe now you can see that your Super Saiyan 3 will literally get you nowhere when up against my Super Saiyan Blue. So is that it? I've never got around to mastering this form of mine, Cabba responds. Ever since Caulifla and Kale showed me how to reach it, I can't help but notice that my stamina is largely at risk of completely depleting when I fight, but I can't stop. I have to find a way to evolve my powers just like you and Goku have. Then if that's the case, then you should accept your fate and finally open your mind and body to a greater power, Vegeta says. One that is far beyond normal training. A ritual was originally needed to obtain it, but since me and Kakarot have spent years mastering these levels, its god energy comes naturally to us both now, which means we could pass some of it on. Wait, hold on, so you and Goku can pass on God Ki through your bodies now? Yes, now watch, Vegeta says. I will give you a small portion of this divine power. What happens to you after you obtain it is up to you. Make it count, Vegeta says. Now hold still, as we only then see how Vegeta was now beginning to pass on God Ki into Cabba's body. It was only as he was doing this where Vegeta went on to continue, discover your calling by accepting this power and merge it within your own. If you allow for its overwhelming nature to get the better of you, then you will lose the only opportunity that you will ever get to achieve this. Your body should be strong enough to bear this. Now evolve, Vegeta shouts. Take this power and become one with it. Do it in the name of honor, your pride as a Saiyan, and for your fellow Saiyan people, Vegeta says. Shatter through these limitations and transcend yourself into godhood. Become the first of your kind to obtain and master the power of Super Saiyan God. This feeling, Cabba utters, to become one with my inner nature, to shatter my limits and become the first of my kind in becoming a Super Saiyan God. As it was only during this transition, in seeing as to how Cabba had gone from a Super Saiyan 3 and now becoming a Super Saiyan God, this was the exact moment that Vegeta was in fact looking for, as Vegeta went on to utter, yes, just like that. I knew you could pull it off, just look at you. The first ever Universe 6 Saiyan to become a Super Saiyan God. Good, very good, that's the way. So then, Cabba, how do you feel? Are you starting to see the difference between the power you were using versus the power you currently have? Quite the difference, isn't it? But this is only just the beginning. Are you ready to continue? Remarkable. This is what Super Saiyan God feels like? It feels almost majestic with the way my body is responding, he says. Marvel at your power on your own time, Cabba. Me and you are far from finished. As indeed Vegeta was not looking to waste any more time, nor looking to waste this opportunity, so it was the very moment as Vegeta had gone in making his way towards Cabba where Vegeta went on to tell him, let's see if anything's changed now that you've obtained the power of a Super Saiyan God. As the difference now was indeed very much clear, as with Cabba now being shown having to catch one of Vegeta's punches, it was only during this momentary engagement where Vegeta went on to smile by responding, perfect. Just what I wanted to see from you. As all the while in the meantime, as this was happening inside the hyperbolic time chamber, we only then make our way back to Mr. Popo, Dende, and Goku, as Goku went on to respond, I wonder why Vegeta wanted to keep me as far away from watching him train with Cabba as he could. Oh, I wonder how hard they're training in there. But then, all of a sudden, Dende, Mr. Popo, and Goku began to sense something as Goku went on to continue, hey, whoa, that power, they must be done. I think they're coming out. I can sense Vegeta's power, but that other one can't be Cabba's because, well, in which as we only then see how both Cabba and Vegeta had now stepped out of the hyperbolic time chamber, Cabba went on to then comment, hey master, look, it's Goku. I knew he would. He just couldn't help himself but want to be nosy. I knew you'd show your face around here the moment you got wind that I was going off to train alone, Vegeta says. Hey, whoa, wait a second, Cabba has red hair now? Holy crap, Vegeta, he's a Super Saiyan God now. Was this one why you didn't want me to join in and train with you guys? You were helping him reach Super Saiyan God this whole time? Man, what a difference compared to before. He looks and feels like a totally different person altogether, with Vegeta responding, amazing, isn't it? It took him a little while, but he ultimately got the hang of it as time went on. And you know as well as I do that it's only going to be a matter of time before he reaches Super Saiyan Blue, too. Wait, Goku says, but I don't get it. Why are you helping him this much? What's the catch here? 2 reasons, Vegeta responds. Number 1 is to show you that I am a much better teacher than you'll ever be. And the second is to watch my students beat your student. You think I don't know? You secretly went and took those Saiyan women as your students while I was training with Lord Beerus. How else do you think they all learned Super Saiyan 3? Thanks to you, of course, but I want you to see that we managed to go way past that, Kakarot. Just name the time and place, we'll be there. And with how powerful Cabba's become within such a short amount of time, you could only wish that your students would stand any sort of chance in beating him, as it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of Cabba's Ultimate Godhood Ascension Manga Chapter 1-Off Special then comes to a close. Now make no mistake about it, what I really wanted to do when making this story was to illustrate the case in point that Vegeta really wants to help Cabba only because he knows that there are so many qualities about Cabba that Vegeta actually sees within him that he reflects onto himself, which predates all the way back to when they first met, even during the events of the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament, as gradually enough what Vegeta ultimately wants to do is embed that lesson that he himself had learned into going as far as to pass both this knowledge and power along, specifically by making Cabba now the first Super Saiyan God within Universe 6. What I would like to know from you guys down the comment section below are 3 things, that being number 1, case in point, let's just say as a hypothetical, if Cabba did somehow become a Super Saiyan God, then by comparison to Goku, Vegeta, Kale, Caulifla, even their fusion Kefla, how strong do you guys believe a hypothetical Super Saiyan God Cabba would be? Question number 2 is, do you guys think we should see somewhat of a story involving Cabba being trained by Vegeta to obtain a higher power? And lastly, although subjective, who do you guys believe would ultimately be the better teacher for the Universe 6 Saiyans between Vegeta and Goku? As again, I do want to go on ahead and thank each and every single one of you for watching. Thank you all so much for being here. To where if of course you guys enjoyed, then be sure to scroll on down below and give this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button. Also, if you just so happen to be new to the channel and love Dragon Ball and anime, then head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to always be notified and updated when a brand new video is posted onto the channel. Tune back in for more. I greatly appreciate you guys for your time, and with that being said, I will be seeing each and every single one of you down the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy guys and have a great day. Peace!
Hello! Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi!
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.